Because we feel sorry for you, because books are your friends.
Yeah, she wasn't studying last night. She was video chatting the whole time.
Shut up! You are such a tattle!
Whoa. What's the hot topic on The View today, ladies?
It's Wednesday, October 6th, coming up live on The View. Emotions are running high in Hot Topics. From Margaret Cho choking up on Dancing with the Stars, to whether Randy Jackson can be an attack dog like Simon. And could Biden and Clinton be swapping jobs for 2012? Plus, Whoopi's over the moon because her old pal from Starfleet, Sir Patrick Stewart's beaming aboard. And why should dads be the only ones with a place to hide? We've got the floor plan to carve out your own mom cave so you can get away from it all without leaving the house. All that, Hot Topics and more, coming up live on The View.
To The View. Elizabeth has the day off today. Now, Margaret Cho was Margaret Cho was voted off Dancing with the Stars last night, and it looks like she really took it hard. Take a look.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk over this because the credits are rolling. What I think happened, this is the first season that a comic got voted off so early in the game, and I think it's because Margaret, she didn't show her comedic side. I think when she first got...
That outfit alone was hilarious.
No.
She did it very straight. The dance that she did was straight.
She did it very straight. And, the B-roll packages, the storylines, they're very important. And I think Margaret came out and she said, somebody, when she was she tried to do ballet dancing when she was little, somebody said she was a fat ballerina and she never danced again. So this was kind of like she was fulfilling a dream. Mm-hmm. But because people, I don't think outside of Margaret Cho, they need to see that funny side. They need something to pull you in. And so I think, and then plus her comedic thing was split between Kyle Massey. He's from a Disney show.
Kyle,
and he's very funny. He calls himself Two Cheeseburger, Kyle Massey, because he's always talking about eating cheeseburgers. So, people lock into that comedy. Niecy Nash did it last year. She wrote it all the way with her jiggly parts.
Well, maybe she didn't. Maybe Margaret just felt like she didn't want to be. She didn't do that, because she didn't want to make it about her comedy. She wanted to make it about, I'm going to do something that's kind of nervous-wracking.
But I think it cost her a lot of votes. That's the only thing.
Yeah, please.
She was also, it looked like...
she'll be here tomorrow. We can ask her. I'm so glad. She'll be here tomorrow.
She was also, it looked as if she was saying to her partner, who worked so hard, that she was sorry that she disappointed them.
Because it's important for them to stay as long as they can, too, the partners. It doesn't do them any good
so it looked as if she was saying to him, I'm sorry. I just forgot it. What was the name of the adorable...
The football player. Kurt Warner?
Kurt Warner.
The one you were dazed and in love with, Barbara.
Kurt, I'm sorry that your name...
All kinds of fantasies.
I don't have it with me. I left it upstairs in my dressing room, but he wrote me a letter.
What did he say?
He thanked me for mentioning him yesterday. See, they did one.
Because immediately afterwards you had an orgasm. You remember all that? You remember what you did?
One thing had nothing to do with
that's a visual I really didn't need.
You said they had nothing to do with each other. You said they had nothing to do with each other. I just know she was talking about Kurt. She zoned out and then she started panting.
I like how you pointed at Barbara when this is also your MO. May I just point out?
Barbara takes me out to dinner. I don't
know what y'all do at dinner. I'm moving on. Y'all scaring me. You're scaring me.
I say that they listened to us and that he sent a very sweet letter.
Yes.
And I still like him a lot.
Okay.
And he's still dancing.
Married with 2 kids, that's all I'm saying. The New York Post reports American Idol judge Randy Jackson, our favorite dude, seems to be stepping into the Simon Cowell role by being more blunt and confrontational than we've seen him before. Now, you think he can do that? I mean, is he changing personas?
Well, he wants to go from pitchy to bitchy, Everything's always pitchy. Now he's got to take the mantle. I think something is needed over there like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if Randy...
But on every one of these shows, there's always the tough guy.
Right.
Not the tough girls, but the tough guy. And it's sort of needed. Otherwise, like if we just came on every day and we were so nice and sweet about everything, I don't think
the air.
Yeah, we wouldn't. We'd be off the
But
air.
Randy Jackson,
they need a little bit of that spice.
And Randy is known for his smiling, the yo dog. He's known for his knowledge of the business, and he's known for what he gives, that bright, cheery thing. And I think for Randy to now go kind of caustic, I don't know if people will be able to...
Wait. If he's... You know, everyone, I guess, is expecting this to be a Simon knockoff. You know, he can be Randy Jackson and be very tough and still say, dog, you know what, dog? That was not good.
Yeah.
But he does that now. Randy does that now.
Maybe that's what he does.
But if they're saying he's upping it, because he's hard on those people.
You got two new people coming.
Has the show started?
Well, I think they're doing auditions, but they're not. It hasn't aired.
We haven't aired it. So have we seen anything with Randy yet?
No.
So let's wait till we see what he does, and then we can come and talk about
January.
it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're very patient.
But the question of whether you can reinvent yourself on television is real. I think it can be done. Hello. Change your persona. You are who you always were.
Actually, you know, here's the great thing about what's happened since I've come here. Yeah. People come up to me and say, you know, I had no idea that you were intelligent. Because many people's idea of my persona are the characters I've played. They didn't know Whoopi until I came
those
here.
characters.
Well, no, I'm talking about in the movies as well.
Well, they figure it out.
So if you do a jumping jack flash, they think that's just you.
Yeah. You know?
Then they should. It just so happens you did not put me up to this.
No, I didn't.
But remember how long you plugged audition? Audition.
Audition.
Right. So this is called.
That's the book
Is it
Barbara
just?
wrote, Audition,
Yeah.
by the way. Still in bookstores.
This is in bookstores. Is it just me or is it nuts out there? So this is fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's my new book. Now, Washington Insider Bob Woodward claims a job swap between Vice President Joe Biden and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is, quote, on the table for 2012 election. The White House says no. But what do you think about the idea of them swapping jobs, and why would they do it? Yes,
Okay.
Barbara.
First of all, it would put her in a position to run for president in, what would it be, 2006?
12.
No.
16?
2016.
Oh, yeah, for her, yeah.
At which point she would be like 69, I think. Am I correct?
Nice
so
number.
she'd still be younger than John McCain.
Right.
Well, you know, so it puts her in an easier position as vice president. But,
Yes.
I mean, the White House is saying categorically no. But it depends. If Sarah Palin runs, then you need a woman on the, supposedly, wouldn't you? On the Democratic side? So
Well, I would love to see that. I would love to see Hillary Clinton on the ticket. I remember when she, you know, pulled out, or whatever the term is that they do, and it was
Pulled out will do.
Okay, pulled out will do.
Lost is a better word.
When she lost, it was just palpable the disappointment in a lot of women. When Sarah Palin was on McCain's ticket, it energized it, but for a minute.
Well, it's
but
time.
it did.
The time has come for a woman to be president.
I would love to see a woman be, and I love Hillary.
Okay, you're not gonna like this. I don't want this to shift in the middle. If she's going to run for president, she can run for president at any time that she decides to declare herself. Would I love to see her run? Absolutely. But I don't want to see the switch up. I want them to finish out what they started.
Yeah.
I want them to finish out what they started.
But we're talking about for 4 years, they would have finished out what they started.
No,
you're saying
you're talking.
Don't get rid of Joe
I don't want
Biden.
to see the shift. I don't want to see Joe Biden plucked out and Hillary Clinton put in there. I happen to like the job Hillary is doing.
What
I happen to
about Biden?
like. I like what Biden is doing. You know
By
what?
the way, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But what I just wanted to follow up what you're saying, because Joe Biden has been a very good vice president.
Yes, he has.
People make fun of him here and there, but, you know, it would sort of look as if he was being chastised, wouldn't it?
Well, he can always say he wants to spend more time with his family or whatever lie they come up
I don't know if
with.
that would look good for him to give her job to do the
thing
swap.
about it is that apparently, for everything I read, Obama is in a little bit of trouble with the electorate, and, you know, people are disappointed because he hasn't solved the crisis of the economy in these...
I love he hasn't solved.
In this time, you know, that he's been there, very short time, but people get disappointed. People live in the present. And so he may need her to energize the ticket
But you know what?
in 2012. And Joe Biden may not be able to do that.
If the ticket needs to be energized visually, then we have to take a look at ourselves as Democrats. You know, for me, those guys are doing what they need to be doing. It's not pleasant. It's not fun. I don't like how long it's taken. But this is what they said they were going to do. Well, if he gets reelected, I want him to go back in with the guys that were there. I want Hillary to take herself and say in 16, I'm running for president because I think I can do it better.
Well,
I'd rather do
If
that.
they don't re-energize it, they won't be able to finish out what they started.
No, but you see, that it's not him that has to re-energize it. It's us having to decide what the hell we want.
Well, there also is a perception that Obama is too much of a gentleman and he's not angry enough. And Hillary has the reputation of having more testicularity than a lot of the men.
Well,
And so put her there.
Oh, yeah, so that's really what I want to see. And then we can watch the talking heads on all those news shows saying, see, she's getting her period.
Well, she'll be 60-something years old, so I don't think...
But they don't know. God, you think guys actually know that?
No, but that ship has sailed,
You know
okay?
what?
Yes.
Right now, Obama is saying that he likes the team the way it is. We got a lot, and a lot depends on who the Republican candidate is, and
a lot depends on what happens this November. Also.
Yeah, but right now, nobody has a clue who the Republican.
Nobody knows because why? What did we find out the other day? Nobody knows what's going to happen in November because the people have not spoken.
That's right.
The people have not spoken yet. So we're going to go and come right back because we have to speak about more hot topics. Rinna recently had surgery to reduce the size of her upper lips, saying her lips started to define who she was.
Well, she's had them. How long has Lisa Rinna had those lips?
Oh,
Since
many
she
years.
was little, right?
Not since she got them.
You mean she wasn't born with those?
The thing is, she put about 20-some-odd years ago, she put silicone in her lips, which is really does not biodegrade. It's like Agent Orange, this stuff, you know. So she put it in there, and now she says it was starting to shift and get lumpy.
Did she do
and now she has, she's letting the thing come out. And I kissed her last night. I'll show you a picture on my show last night, just to test it. See?
Was it? What? You are always kissing somebody,
I know,
Joy.
but I was testing the lips.
What did they feel like?
They felt like two little pillows, you know? Like, you can rest your head on.
Now, she's got a reality show. She's got a reality show coming up called Harry Loves Lisa. Did she actually do the procedure on her reality show?
I don't know.
No, she's had it for a while.
No, I'm saying when letting it out, taking it out on her reality show.
Part of it, you have to look at who the doctor is, and we've said this before, because you don't just keep pumping, whether it's this or Botox. These things done correctly, are okay, but whether it's a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon and so on.
There are mistakes,
but they want more, and they want more and more
Mistakes.
and they're also they're too young to start.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian said
What do you think about this?
Because
Because hold on, Dana Delaney admitted that she still suffers from nerve damage after a botched Botox 7 years ago that left her with a drooping eye.
Yeah.
Now that's when they'd stick you in with the needle inside your head and all that stuff to
they put
make
it here,
smooth.
2 here, and some in your forehead if you have those millions of lines. And so maybe one.
Why not just chew glass?
Look, they're always going to be with almost anything.
But when you see these,
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
There are going to be times. I mean, I'm at this point sticking up for most of the dermatologists and the plastic surgeons, because Botox, if used correctly and if needed, is not a terrible thing.
And also stops excessive
there are
sweating.
accidents.
It has medical uses.
I never know that many.
Well, yeah, but this really stops it.
It's such a thing when
migraines. It's indicated sometimes for. So I mean, it has.
Botulism.
It has.
Sorry,
But it's very.
I just don't know a lot of black people that do it. It's so funny to me when I hear white people talk about doing the Botox in their head, and when I see white people with very thin lips and they do get that thing done to their lips. I mean, I see why you want, because I love my big lips. But it's really weird that.
But black girls use a lot of chemical in their hair, so it's not that dissimilar.
It's very different.
This is from the chemical in your hair and your skin. The hair is dead.
This is not skin.
This is not dead. The hair is dead.
They go like this, and then you'll stop.
No, but that doesn't happen very often.
Not very often.
I do it. Do you see me going like this? No, because I go to the right guy.
A lot of women. That scares me.
It's true. It's true.
You do it botulism is poison.
Chris Rock did a whole thing on hair and talked about
hair is dead.
Right, and talked about how there could be accidents with that.
But it's different, Barbara. You
have those
different
beauty
under your skin. That's what
you're
freaks us
injecting
out.
the poison right underneath your skin, and it freezes up your face.
I
Well, you know what?
I love it. It's not all
See, but
bad.
that's the thing when we used to talk about when we, like, you did that special on HBO and you wore the towel on your head because you know, wanted to be like the white girl and being little, and I used to want to be like, you know, Marsha Brady. And now I'm so glad that I had so much oily skin because it doesn't do that thing where you gotta,
always said black don't crack.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Thank you. My God.
And I must say, that's also why these two look so good, because they're actually black women. We didn't want to really tell people, but you know.
It's true.
Yes, it is true. You know, we're going to go from fun to sort of a serious matter. Today, the Supreme Court will hear arguments over the Westboro Baptist Church holding protests at soldiers' funerals. The family of a fallen soldier had received a $5 million verdict against the church, but in an appeals court, they overturned it, saying no matter how offensive the protest, it's protected by the First Amendment.
Wow.
Now, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I have two things that I want to say about that. To me, you know, I look at the posters that these guys are walking around with, and God hates America, and God hates this, and we hate America. I suggest, Pastor, take your church and move. This is what people always say to liberals that they don't, or what people say to each other when they don't like what they have to say. So this is what I'm saying to you. If you hate the country this much that you would protest at soldiers' funerals because you are saying God killed them because we're an out-of-control country, you need to leave. You need to go to a country where they'll appreciate it. Maybe to Iran.
And it's such a shame because the father of the Marine who brought this lawsuit against them, he said, I had one opportunity to bury my son, and you took it away. And he was fighting for our country. For those people who protest, he was fighting for your freedom.
You have to make the point that these are religious extremists who believe that the war is caused by homosexuality. I mean, these people are nuts. But they all say if they stay a certain distance away, they are entitled to their First Amendment, the way abortion, anti-abortion people are also.
Go ahead,
I just wanted to sort of follow up what you said, to just say what the case is in the Supreme Court, because you may wonder what it was all about. It pits the father's right to grieve privately against church members' right to say what they want to. I mean, that's what and what you're talking about, just to go on a little bit, this is punishment for America's immorality, including tolerance of homosexuality and abortion. But whatever they said, it is the right to grieve privately against your free speech. So it's a big case at the Supreme Court.
They need to get back.
I mean, to me,
back further.
They are like the terrorists. They are emotional terrorists to me, because it's hard enough if you've lost your husband, you got your kids there, you're trying to get through it, people are screaming, you know, this should have happened to your husband. This should have happened. To me, this is harassment. It's God's will. And, you know, the Taliban says this is God's will, and this is... So y'all need to go join the Taliban, because to me, that's who you are. We'll be right back with even more Hot Topics. Research of over 3 million couples found that having daughters make them more likely to divorce. Chances are 5% greater if you have a daughter as your firstborn, and 3 daughters spikes it up 10%.
But it's also because it says men are more likely to stay in the marriage if they have sons. It's easier for them, or they don't want the son to not have a man in their life.
That's the real thing of it, I think.
Maybe.
But also...
But for a woman, it's a different kind of companionship, too. You know, you got the daughter you can talk to.
But the daughter empowers the mother, they say, too, to get out.
And, you know, I would think you wouldn't want to model, if you're going through a crappy relationship, you wouldn't want your daughter to model, you know, what she sees in the home. It seems like it might be a little easier to walk away, because you don't want your daughter to take...
The father walks away probably more. You know,
well, I'm saying if you had to leave.
The research said that 73% of the divorces are initiated by the wife.
Women. Yeah.
And I always thought that. No marriage breaks up until the wife decides.
But no, I always thought of, you know, especially these days, I thought it's the father because he's found someone younger.
Well, they walk out, but the wife has shut down in some way, I think.
Well, you mean if the man walks out?
Well,
or?
there's women they just know it. They get it. And it's like they shut down and then the thing disintegrates.
What do you mean they know it and they get it? What
they
is it
feel that the relationship's not working, whether he has a chippy on the side or not. And they just sort of shut down in the relationship. That's probably what explains the 73%.
Well, I also think that women
just go along, have their affairs, have their dinner
and they
cooked.
figure that the woman is going to stay.
Yeah,
they
she'll
figure she's going to stay.
Because a man can compartmentalize.
Why would she stay more with daughters and sons?
I think in the olden days, in the very olden days, women stayed in the marriage because they were not offered the opportunities of going to get jobs.
With girls,
you know, well, I think because for protection.
But
you know, women used to believe that the man they were married to would protect the whole family and protect the girls much more. I think women with sons would have found it easier to get away. But men want their seed.
But I think a man feels like he can go out, he can compartmentalize, he can go out and have sex, still love his wife and come back in, as opposed to a woman just shutting down emotionally. A man feels like he can go out and do all of this stuff.
I feel like that too.
But
I don't know if that means I'm a man, Sharon.
Why is it that if you have a daughter, you are more likely to be able to... Because maybe it's comforting.
One of the things they're saying is that boys are harder, they're more trouble, and the girls are easier, and they help around the house. That was one of the things that was in the article.
Of leaving, of why you could leave.
Yeah, well, we could do hours on this subject, you know. But let me tell you this, is a GAT or Zagat survey of over 40,000 New York diners found nothing drives people crazier at restaurants than when people are on their cell phones.
Oh, yeah.
And Barbara, as you know, this is one of the things that drives me crazy. I wrote it in my book, which is called Is It Just Me? Because I feel like if I'm sitting and I'm having a nice dinner, I don't mind if you're on the phone with family. This is what I don't want to hear. No, did he really? Girl, shut up. Yes, I would like to have a Coca-Cola. Shut up.
You know what I don't want to hear is the chef saying, is this the exterminator? That's what I don't want to hear.
You know what one person said when they go into the diner with a cell phone? They said, I feel like, because I go eat by myself a lot, and I bring my iPad, my cell phone, because that's when I take care of my business. But one person said she feels like you come into the diner with your company, you come with your company, this is my company, the cell phone, I'm by myself.
Yeah,
well,
but
listen.
they also, people talk much louder, and I'm doing it now.
You do.
It's like you're deaf somehow. But check out this video that's gone viral, and it keeps popping up everywhere, and we cannot vouch that it's even real. But it's definitely one way to deal with a cell phone. Take a look.
In the classroom. Yeah.
เพราะว่าเดี๋ยวนี้เด็กๆกับนักเรียนเราเนี่ยได้จากการเรียนรู้มากขึ้นผู้รับได้อย่างรวดเร็วหมายความว่าไงหมายความว่า
But it's funny. If it's a setup, it's funny.
Most kids are not talking on their cell phones in front of the teachers, but it's a good example.
You'd be shocked. They do it just like this, or they start texting. It's insane. It's insane. But you know what? We're gonna go and come right back. We're not texting. We're coming back with Sir Patrick Stewart. Blockbusters like the X-Men movies, or on stage doing Shakespeare, or seeking out strange new worlds on Star Trek, actors just don't get any better than this guy. Please welcome back my darling friend, Sir Patrick Stewart.
Tell us what this, you know, how come you two are so close?
Well, we were colleagues before we were friends. We worked on a little kind of modest, relatively unknown series called Star Trek: The Next Generation. And
there we are.
There you are.
There we are.
I heard you were a little intimidated by Whoopi, someone wrote.
Yes, of course. But what happened with Whoopi was a very unusual thing, that an actress who had just won an Academy Award asked to be on a syndicated television series.
Yeah.
I think that's unprecedented in the history of Hollywood.
Probably.
But actually intimidated. I thought you'd been talking to one of your friends back there, because I was just telling them I should not have watched the last 40 minutes, because now I am utterly intimidated.
Why? Why?
Can I bring something up that you were talking about?
Yes.
I think, Joy, it was you.
Okay.
I think I have a reasonable vocabulary, but I have never before heard the word testicularity. Anybody else?
Well, you know, may I say, it probably applies to you.
Oh, I see. So that's a polite way of saying that Secretary Clinton has balls.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you.
You can join our panel. You would fit right in.
Really?
Absolutely.
I think it would be inappropriate. You wouldn't want
because
it.
now you're a sir.
Yeah, what is that? So now, what happened? Did the phone ring and you heard, "Oh, hello, Mr. Stewart. It's Elizabeth here. I should like to make you a night, darling. What do you think?"
It wasn't like that at all, Whoopi. But by the way, that's an awfully good impersonation.
Thank you.
What happened was this. I was on location filming the Macbeth, which is airing this evening on Channel 13. Channel 13 at 9 o'clock. We were in a rather dreary part of the North Midlands. We were in a motel. There wasn't a lot of money and the budget for anything more luxurious. And I had to pick up at 6 a.m. It was a grim November morning. And I'm getting my coat out of the closet. And I see on the floor is this plastic bag, a shopping bag, that I had brought up from London days earlier. And I remembered I'd thrown all the unopened mail in this plastic bag. And oh, man, I've got 5 minutes. I should just go through it. And I went,
there it was.
And there was this.
You're told by letter, dear.
Does it say Dear Patrick?
Dear
What does it say?
I think it addressed me as Mr. Stewart. It was from the Cabinet Office.
It wouldn't say Dear Sir, right?
No, it wouldn't.
Does it say the Queen would like to anoint you? What does it say?
I should be able to recall all of this because it was indeed a startling moment for me, staring at the brown walls of this motel, realizing that something had changed in my life for good. Although, you know, there are boxes that you tick on the form. One of them says that you will not accept the award.
What?
And, of course,
Really?
there are some well-known people in my profession who believe that it is inappropriate to single out individual members.
Anybody we know? Like, who did
that?
that?
Well, I understand that the late Paul Schofield more than once turned down a knighthood.
But what if you had missed the date? Like, if you had opened the mail too late, you missed the date to get there, like at the DMV. You missed the whole point. You didn't get knighted.
Very, very similar, yeah. I am told, because you know what I did? There was a telephone number, and later that morning I called to say, listen, I'm really sorry. I know I should have replied,
I'm a little late.
Yeah.
You said I'm a little late.
And they said it's all right. We would have reminded you anyway. But the thing is that you can't. It's a confidential letter, and it explains that the news is confidential. It must not be shared with anyone. And what I wanted to do was go on the set that morning. We were shooting the banquet scene. Everybody was there and said, "You won't believe what has happened." And I couldn't, but
How long ago is this?
This was November.
So, last November?
Yeah, last year.
Less than a year. So, listen, sir, can I talk to you about, Mr. Sir, can I talk to you about your new play?
Yes, please.
Yes, okay. So it's called A Life in the Theatre. You want to say that? A life? Okay. So it's about an older, a very famous actor who mentors a younger actor who's played by T.R. Knight, whom you remember from Grey's Anatomy. And then I don't want to give too much away. And the younger actor becomes more famous in this. And you're not too thrilled. I mean, it's a whole relationship. It's very interesting. Did that ever happen to you? I mean, did you suffer from rivalry?
I I did not, no. I never had a rival in that sense. Although, you know, there are actors of my age now, you know, Sir Ian McKellen, Sir Derek Jacobi, Sir Ben Kingsley, Sir Anthony Sher. All the sirs, yes.
Should we have them wiped out?
Well, of all the people I know, you're the one that could probably make that happen.
I don't think so. But do you feel rivalry with them?
No, not at all. We're all so different. And
they're all great.
They're fantastic. And we are so blessed in England that we do have this generation of really remarkable actors who are all at it still. They're still working.
In this play, and everybody is raving about how funny it is. Our segment producer, Audrey, said she started laughing from the moment she sat in the seat until it ended. There's 26 scenes. You have 20 costume changes. You have wigs, tights, you're doing ballet. Is that hard to do night after night? Look at you. Is it hard to do night after night?
The Ancient Mariner.
In a short time, too. It's a short play.
It's 85 minutes long, and we have spent the bulk of the last 2 weeks working on the transitions, on the changes. In fact, T.R. and I, we wanted to bring our dresses on stage for the curtain call because we could not do the show without them. And we have a swing dresser now because we said to the producers, if a dresser is sick and off, the show is cancelled.
So, Patrick, the show... if you're here in New York, you can go see it live in the theater at the Gerald Schoenfield Theater. Go see it, because this man is fabulous. And we'll be right back. Thank you, darling.
To themselves, but a survey conducted by retailer Home Goods found women want a place of their own too. So we are finding out how to turn any room into your own personal mom cave from Home Goods interior designer Elaine Griffin. Hey, Elaine! All right. So I've heard of man caves. What's a mom cave?
Mom caves are new. Home Goods and I invented the mom cave because we want every woman to have a space that's just hers.
Yeah, just escape.
And no one else. And you know what? I'm crazy about Home Goods because they have amazing things for the home at unbelievable prices, so you need to go.
All right.
Now, every mom cave needs 5 things. You need a place to work, a place to store, a place to sit, a place to visit, and you want it personalized. Now, let's start with the personalization.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow.
That's personalized. Is that personalized?
Yes. Very nice. Very personalized.
Let's start with the walls, because you know what? Your mom cave is the space where the woman who nurtures everyone goes to nurture herself.
Right.
It's her own private space in like a chaotic world, and so you get to make it ultra girly stuff that loves you back when you look at it, like this great art.
Okay.
You know, this is a one room you don't have to get your husband's approval on, or whatever you want to put there.
So it's very girly.
If you're a girly, I'm not as girly as Pink, but if you're girly, that's what you want.
Okay.
I found these amazing plates at Home Goods for $14.99. They're hand-pulled sleeves.
Asian-inspired
Can you believe?
Yeah,
now,
like that.
After the personalization, you need to have a place to sit, right?
All right.
So now chaise longues are like the female version of the Barca Lounger.
Chaise longue,
that's what they call. So ladies, we're decorating. Let's do pillows.
So we'll put a pillow right here.
Isn't that great?
Throw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your design tip for the fall. Cruel is back.
Cruel. I have Cruel in my house.
It's really good.
Very nice.
And then but it's the boho hippie chic that everyone's doing for fall 2010.
Okay.
You need a little. You want pillows, a place to sit.
Yeah.
Let's have a place to visit for your girlfriends.
Also, this is for the girlfriends right here.
Also, throw pillows. Let's put those in the corner of our mom pillows.
Right
you could
over here.
People can sit on those.
Yeah, like over
in
here.
college.
You just want to lay down like this.
Oh, exactly. Work it, girl.
Are the kids allowed to visit?
Only on the invitation. It's your personal space. In a mom cave, it's all about you.
Okay.
So anyone can come in by invitation.
What else?
Next up, you need organization.
Yes.
You know, a bookcase is not.
TV in here?
No TV. Well, it depends. Do you want to? It's your mom cave. Do you want TV in yours?
Yeah, I like a TV.
Like, what
it's
are you
my
gonna do
job.
in your
I
mom
live in TV.
cave?
I live on TV.
Exactly. So you're going to watch TV. What are you going to do?
I want some pirate captures the virgin books.
See,
and
exactly.
they roll off. They live happily ever after.
What we need is storage, ladies.
Yes, okay.
The secret to being organized is to make it cute. Aren't these cute?
Yeah, these are really cute.
These are adorable. And you know what? Shop outside the basket aisle. Aren't those boxes cute?
These are really cute, so you can put like pictures and things in there.
And
Those are nice.
Aren't they? They're from India.
Yeah.
Embroidered. They're
I
like $14.90. They're so everything at home. We can't talk about those prices on TV.
Oh, that's good. Like so, it's like little jewelry box. You
that's
put
a
anything
jewelry
up.
box.
Isn't it cute?
Yes,
Oh, where
very
do you
cute.
get those? I love that.
Home Goods.
Home Goods.
How'd you know?
Home Goods.
What
This is
you
great.
should- Wait, don't forget the food dogs.
What is this called?
It's called a food dog.
A food dog.
They're Chinese. They're good luck.
Okay, so we put these on the shelf right here.
Okay. Because that's how. Yes.
Like that.
That's how your decorator does your bookcase. It's you mix
Right.
into books, you mix into objects.
Like-
Lacquer boxes, the chicest things out.
Okay, we'll put a lacquer box right here on top, a little blue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that goes
Oh, right there, that'd be
no,
better.
that's good.
That's what I like.
That's
okay.
fabulous. Next
All right.
up, you need a place to work.
All right.
No matter what it is that you're doing, you need a place to work, like this great desk that we got at Home Goods for $130.
Very cute. Very, very cute.
Furniture can multitask. Furniture can multitask. This could also be a console behind a sofa.
Your TV could go here if you
Exactly. You can put your TV here.
Yeah.
Right, very
And
nice.
you need a great lamp.
That's cute. I like the green.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Very cute.
Every room needs a pop of color. You want a citrus color.
colors. I love it. Yes.
Go, girl.
Well, I mean, I'm not, but this is AKA colors.
It's
I love
very
them. Yes.
AKA.
Yes.
And that's it. Don't forget the bobbin legs that are really fantastic right now. It's new. Oh my gosh, we have a desk chair.
We have a desk.
Chair.
Then we got a chair that we got to put here.
This
is really great. I like
Knee
all the
chair.
This thing shouldn't be here. It should be out. I like this. Now you're gonna tell me what did this room look like before?
Oh, it looked horrible. There was nothing here. It was
Oh wow,
totally
that's the
bland.
before picture. It's nothing. Look at this.
Exactly.
There's Elaine Griffin. Members of our audience are going home with the $100 Home Goods gift card. We'll be right back. Wait a minute.
The actors come on and they hug us and then they go crazy over you because they've appeared with you in a movie. How many movies did you do?
I think probably about 50.
Really?
Yeah.
You always get bonded with everybody. Am I right?
Well, so, yeah,
yes,
but you do in a very extended way, you know. And so people always come up and say, "How's so and so?" And I'd say, "Well, I haven't really spoken to them because you go on with your life." You got another
I love
movie.
when they come on because they go with us. Then they go to up here and they say, "Oh my darling, listen, tomorrow's Joy's birthday. We're going to surprise her by not mentioning it. Take a little time and enjoy the